Okay, attempt number 2 at this section. I technically didn't have to, but like, I muted my mic at one point, and then I forgot when I did it, so I don't know how long the episode was. So I'm just gonna redo this part. I didn't get super far. Oh, I gotta reload. Hold on. This is a 2-shot, excuse me. Oh, look at you learning to block. I think that's the first time you guys did that. Okay, I don't have a knife, so I have no choice but to shoot. I'm trying to get through this fast. Maybe I can do this part better. Less wasting of ammo by using the bombs down here. Stupid invisible walls. Yeah, delayed. But Ethan's not a combat hero. He's not gonna be able to do shit. And I'll leave the last one. Burner fuel. Ew. Come this way, please. That was way too quiet of an explosion. Yeah, that was no point. Those bombs suck. Point of no return. So then I'm gonna walk this way for the magnum ammo. Whoa, I don't have room, really? Get that shit out of here. I don't need burner fuel. You're gonna need bombs. Whole group of them are gonna spawn. Oh, hey, what's up, dude? I let go of that block a little too soon. Sprinting. Take a look behind me. He literally pops in right there, you cheap bastard. I think he gave me burner fuel instead of shotgun ammo. That's low, game. Push the car, Ethan. I gotta reread stuff. I don't know if there's anything else, but there's a bomb right there. An exploding box, and we good. Okay, back to where I was spending most of my time before I realized my mic was muted for like way too long. Let's see. Thanks to you guys, it's been almost a week since my head's been clear and back normal, and she still thinks she's got me. You guys really need to work on fixing that. Not only does she look like a little kid, but she's about as stupid as one too. Mom and Dad are still totally under though. I was wondering, is this whole family obsession something you guys program into her? It's kind of fucked up. That bitch Mia is still somewhere in between Evie La La Land and reality. She gets pretty violent, so I locked her up in a cell. I thought maybe Evelyn would get mad since Mia's her favorite and all, but she doesn't seem to care. She actually goes and visits her sometimes. She thinks Mia is her mommy. Like I said, your bioweapon is fucked up. Evelyn's family obsession is getting out of hand. She's making everyone kidnap more and more assholes off the street to add to her freak show of a family. Maybe she's getting tired of Mia not coming around, but it's a pain in the ass for me because I gotta clean up the mess whenever someone new comes along. By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin is getting all wrinkly and she's getting gray hairs. Is that supposed to happen? It's almost like she's getting old all of a sudden. She's the grandma. Let's see, this report details the symptoms that appear when the bacterium that grows inside the E-Series infects a human. Be sure to read this document thoroughly before dealing with E-Series weaponized assets, hereafter referred to as mold. Initial infection. The mold ingests nutrients from the subject's body to propagate itself and slowly takes over the cells within the body. As a side effect of this, the infected subject gains remarkable regenerative abilities. During experiments, we removed arms and legs from test subjects and found that they were able to cope the amputated limbs in a matter of minutes. Once the mold reaches the brain, the subject's thoughts become in tune with those of the E-Series assets. The subject starts to hear things and experiences hallucinations, and soon come under complete control of the E-Series assets. If this state continues, the host will lose all sense of ego. After every cell in the body has been taken over by the mold, the subject begins to lose their human form. Physical mutations differ from case to case, but all results in him or her acquiring incredible physical strength. Containing a subject in that stage would be extremely difficult. Neurotoxin E-Series dosage test. 5 minutes after dose, vomiting. 10 minutes, death. 12 minutes, cell calcification. Necrotoxin. Destroys cells of any subject based on the E-Series model. Used only for disposal of E-Series assets. The toxin must be first stimulated before use. Do this by placing a sample of the E-Series cells into the necrotoxin container. This is what Mia handed me. Alright, we got ourselves a cure. I guess I don't know what's different about what Zoe made. Another damn cat container box. Okay, this project was instigated in 2000 as one of several concepts for the company's NextBoss, Next Generation Experimental Battlefield Superiority Initiative, working with technical assistance from HCF to develop a bioweapon for neutralizing combatants in mass with minimal direct contact. NextBoss was later folded and all its assets diverted to this project. What makes this project remarkably different from the conventional weapons is its ability to turn enemy combatants into allies, converting hostile elements into willing servants. Since this effectively eliminates the cost of not only POW handlings, but also combat itself, it's no wonder we had the Redacted and even Redacted's Redacted organization chomping at the bit to get on board. This project would never have existed were it not the discovery and location of Resident Evil 8. The remarkably progressed vicariate evolution fungus that we commonly term mutamycete. The fabrication method for each bioweapon was to introduce the mutamycete genome to a pre-stage 4 human embryo, performed cultivation in a controlled environment over a period of 38 to 40 weeks. The resultant organisms referred to as candidate specimens and graded based on usability from impractical and faulty Series A through D to the perfected CE series. A common appearance was selected for the bioweapons, that of a roughly 10-year-old girl, to ensure ease of blending in with urban/refugee population. The first E-Series specimen, named Evelyn, has proven capable of secreting the mutamycete redacted from her tissue at will. It is also of note that Evelyn's mutamycete imposes a profound control over body and mind when introduced into a host organism. We still have a lot to learn about the mechanisms by which Evelyn achieves and maintains this control, But the working theory is that the vector is similar to the auto-inducer pheromones used for the quorum sensing in pseudomonas bacteria. Evelyn's control is exerted in a series of discrete stages, the first of which is hallucination. Almost immediately after infection, making sure everything's recording, the subject begins to see images of Evelyn, though she is not in fact there, and even hear her voice, which is inaudible to anyone else. Auditions with infected subjects throughout the stages of infection reveal that at first, the phantom Evelyn appears to be a normal young girl, sometimes desiring companionship or assistance. As time progresses, she begins making more and more extreme demands, including self-mutilation and attacks on other people. The psychological shock that this induces helps to break down the mind's natural barriers to Evelyn's brainwashing effect. And by the time mental control is achieved, the mutamycete infection has progressed through the body's cells, so the body redacted. Turns into mold, I guess. Anything else? Evelyn's functions also include the ability to form organisms from mycelia, the fungal filaments. The term organism is used loosely here. Strictly speaking, they are superorganisms. Yeah, that was super. Superorganisms formed of countless mycelia. What's important, though, is they exhibit a strong survival instinct and will defend themselves ferociously with the slightest provocation. Their fungal toughness and remarkable strength give them significant battlefield potential. The researchers have been calling these superorganisms the molded, made of mold and also molded as in shaped. The name has a certain elegance to it. So I guess they're not all people they kidnapped. Some of them were, but not all of them. For the treatment of accidental infections, performing redacted on samples of Evelyn's body tissue produces a unique fungicide serum. Administering the serum to an infected subject will cause the mycelia to calcify, but if the subject's cells are already largely invaded, the serum will be fatal. Since the treatment window is so small, the serum's primary use is therefore disposal of infected subjects, rather than a cure. In exploring the serum's potential, we found that subjecting it to redacted would enhance its effects to extreme potency, becoming a compound we now call E-necrotoxin, which redacted in even tiny amounts. What's been interesting to observe in Evelyn's behavior is her obsession with the concept of family. In experiments, we found on multiple occasions that infected subjects were compelled to act as her mother or father, treating her as she were really their daughter. Why did she settle upon family as the theme for her mental control? This is just speculation, but it could be that she instinctively understands that a family unit is better suited to blending into social groups than a lone girl. On the other hand, well, a sentimental sort might suggest that she's making up for a perceivable lack of love in her quarantine upbringing, a parent's love. Maybe it has something to do with the bad guy in Resident Evil 8 as well. Moving along. Oh, there's a save point here. Nice. Let's take these flame rounds. I need shotgun shells. Alright, resupplied on shotgun. I don't know if I need anything else. How's my handgun ammo? I'm so full, and I... do I have any more magnum ammo? I think that's all I got. Well, drop a save. And prepare for combat. Chris Redfield goes through that door, I believe. Is this going to lead me to the end of the game? I think it's going to lead me to the end of the game. You know what? I'm going to cut this part short. Because I gotta fight my way out of the caves, and then ooh, I saw something here. And then I'm in the mansion, back or not roll mansion, back in the house. So I'm gonna cut this part short, because I don't want it to be a 40-minute part. Thanks for watching.